Hello, everybody. I'm Ellen Weisberg with More Local Clients. Let's talk about acupuncture, and let's talk about acupuncture clinics and why some rank and some do not. We'll take a quick look. So if I search for best acupuncturist near me, okay, Google knows where I am located, and I'm located around this area in Vernon Hills, Illinois, next to Libertyville, Illinois. So if you're not familiar, what normally happens in a Google result SERP page is you have some ads if ads are being run. Then you have your maps and you have an ad, and then you have your 3-pack. And this is my client, they're number one. You have website listings below that. So you have Yelp, you have some frequently asked questions, you have some listicles and ZocDocs and so on. And here's my client again. So I think we're what, number 1, 2, 3, 4 position. And we have actually 2 showing up. And we'll talk about that in a second because this is pretty cool. But what is, why does this all matter? It matters because these top 3 in the maps, because usually we search on the phone, they're going to get the most calls and most emails. And if people are doing research, these top 3, top 4 results are going to be getting, 75 to 80% of all clicks. So you need to be in the top 3, top 4 in order to be getting most of the traffic. So if I look here and I go back to my, Google Places, so we have some ads, right? Our client is number 1. We'll come back to them later. Let's see who else. Okay, so we have Lake Bluff. Okay, so it's a little bit farther out. Let's look at the last one that is nearby, also in Vernon Hills. So Align Modern Health, very large company that have a lot of locations. They do chiropractic and acupuncture services. From what I understand, they do a nice job. So nothing against Aligned Modern Health. But just looking at them, the important question here is, right, ads, sometimes people click on ads, sometimes they do not, but let's count. So 1, my client, again, I'm very proud. They're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So they're number 7 in the list of best acupuncturists near me. How likely is it that they're going to be getting a lot of phone calls for this particular search of best acupuncturists near me? It's not very likely because the people are going to call the first, the second, and the third. Likely they're going to book somebody. Maybe they're going to look at reviews and see what's happening, and then they're going to make a call. By the time they get to number 7, it's unlikely that they will not have found somebody already. So you want to be in the top 3. And this is one of the things that's important. So the question is, why are they not in the top 3? Because they are in Vernon Hills. It's near me. I am in Vernon Hills, right? So why are they not coming up? And there are specific reasons for that. So number 1, looking at these GMB categories. Their primary category is chiropractor because they are a chiropractor and they do acupuncture as well. But so does my client, Cross Up Chiropractic Acupuncture. They do chiropractic and they do acupuncture. So that's not it. But their first primary category is chiropractor. Second one is acupuncturist. Let's look here. It's chiropractor, acupuncture clinic, and acupuncturist is the third. So these things are similar. So something else is at play, which I know what it is, but let's discuss it with you so you can see it, right? But this is important. Let's look at reviews. Number of reviews, we have 11. Number of reviews, 79. The more reviews you have, the higher rating you will get. Also, if we look at the reviews for, let's look at the newest reviews for the for Align Modern Health. They have reviews, a year ago. So their newest reviews are from a year and 2 years ago. So the reviews are not new and they're not responding to any of the reviews, which to Google sends a signal that you're not active and that you, I hate to say this, but it's a signal that you don't care as much about your clients because you're not responding to reviews. If we're looking at the reviews for my client, we're going to see that they have reviews that are, some there's 8 months ago, a week ago, a month ago, right? So it's more frequent and they respond to all of the reviews. right? So these are signals. So more reviews matters. Responding to reviews matters. You also see their website mentions best acupuncture. So it checks what happens on the website because these two things are talking to each other. And on here, Align Modern Health, Google doesn't see any of those signals. So we also want to look at posts because if you're active and if you're posting, it's going to help you. So we see some posts, but I think these are older. So let's take a look. Doing a quick little check on what's happening with their posts. And we see that they have done posts. They've done 30 posts, right? But the last time they posted, I think, was July 15th, 2022. I think you're starting to understand the picture, right? Right now, we're in January, end of January of 2023. That means for the last 6 months, there hasn't been any post, right? So they post once every, a little bit less than once every month, which is not okay. It's another signal to Google. You're not being active, you're not responding to reviews, you don't have enough reviews, you're not going to get shown higher. Okay, so there are other things that should be optimized on this particular profile. But let's look at the website. So when we're looking at the website itself, and again, a large company, right? We can look at locations, and then they have a bunch of locations all in the Chicagoland area. So it's a good company, but they're not doing some things in the most optimal way. So they are going to get higher rankings. Let me explain. So the website itself has a high domain ranking. It's from a 0 to 100. So 56 is good. It's a very good quality website. Um, the URL rating for the actual website is 23, right? So on this particular page, it's 23. So it's lower, but it's still good. You're looking at the amount of traffic that they're getting, but this is the amount of traffic that they're getting throughout the whole site, all of the locations, not just a particular location in Vernon Hills. So let's find the Vernon Hills location. And again, I see some things that they need to fix on the website already, but that's a different video. So let's go to the Vernon Hills location because that's the one that is not showing up here. And by the way, they really should be having Align Modern Health Vernon Hills in order to show up better. And they need to have the website that links here to the Vernon Hills URL, not their main site. It's not the optimal setup. But again, Align Modern Health, if you're listening, I'm happy to talk to you. So here's what's happening, right? This particular web page for Vernon Hills, their domain rating is very low. It's 4, and they're getting about 6 hits a month. So domain rating is not high. Let's look at other things and see if it's optimized or not, because there are things that should be done better. So we're looking Vernon Hills Wellness Center, Align Modern Health. So you have your brand, and then you have your location. So this is okay, but it's a wellness center, right? It doesn't have anything that it says in the title, which is one of the most important aspects. It doesn't say anything about chiropractic or acupuncture. It does say that in description, but description, Google may not use this. Google usually comes up with its own. So it may take yours, it may come up with its own. Looking at headers, Vernon Hills, Chicago, Chiropractic and Wellness Services. So they threw in Chicago here. It's not necessary, but Vernon Hills, Chiropractic and Wellness, right? Acupuncture is nowhere here. Guess what? Acupuncture is not going to be showing up for you. And if we look at their services, right? So scrolling down, right, Vernon Hills, they do some stuff. I'm sure these are good practitioners, no issues with them. The page itself is not optimized, but that's a separate video. Where is acupuncture, right? There's no acupuncture here. Let's see. Finally, we get to acupuncture. So if I go to acupuncture, you're going to see acupuncture services Chicago. There's nothing to do with Vernon Hills. So the strategy for this particular company and the reason why they're not ranking higher for local searches is because they're not focused on local searches. So for acupuncture, there is nothing local. There should be a local page for every one of your services, which they're not having. So there is a number of reasons of why they're showing up number 7 for being a large company that obviously spends money on maintaining all of their sites. I'm sure they have a marketing team and they're doing the work. So this is why they're not ranking and they're losing traffic, as we saw, on the Vernon Hills page. They're getting about 6 hits a month, which is not good. If we're looking at my client, just to show you, not because I'm trying to pitch them, although if you are looking for a chiropractor or acupuncture in the Vernon Hills, Libertyville area, they are a wonderful place to go to. I go there myself. The reason why it's good is because the reviews are responded to, right? There's a lot of posts. If we're doing that same post audit, you're going to see that they post regularly, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, right? So every week there should be a post. It's going to run through it and it's going to say, okay, so we started with them in October of last year, and we're posting every less than 5 days. So you still have the same number of posts, but they're frequent, and it sends signals to Google that this is a place that cares. The other thing that I wanted to show you, and I said that I found this cool, is when we're back on our regular search, right? 2 of our pages are coming up. We have local pages. If we open up these pages, you're going to see that one of the pages is Acupuncture Libertyville. The other page is Acupuncture Vernon Hills. I am located in Vernon Hills next to Libertyville. So we want to establish and provide Google answers for the particular location where your users are. So this page is the page that is doing well. And again, depends on searches and other stuff, right? So one of the reasons why why some rank and why some do not is due to their website, is due to their Google business profile. It's also due to the number of backlinks. It's due to the number of citations that they have, which are directories, and if everything is consistent or not. There are a lot of factors at play, but it's not brain surgery. It's not that complicated. If you do things well, you're going to get ratings and you're going to get new clients. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.